Hey everybody, happy February. The plants are starting to wake up, we're starting to wake up, we're shaking the cold off, and we're ready to go. So for my seed picks for this month, one thing I love about the nursery is we do strive really hard to find some really cool oddball seeds that you don't find anywhere else. What we do make sure is that these seeds grow well for San Diego. So a really fun seed that I like to plant this time of year is called Ashwagandha. It's a really cool herb that sometimes you don't even find that's being grown here for sale in San Diego. So why not start seeds by yourself? What's really cool with this, it's a medicinal plant. So you're gonna be using the leaves, the root system off of these. It's also just a really pretty plant to add to your collection. As we go on to seeds, it's time to invite all those beneficial insects. The one I'm thinking of this time of year are parasitic wasps. So these are the wasps that go ahead and lay eggs inside other like caterpillars or other creatures. And then that egg hatches inside and does its thing. But works really well for these types of things are Alyssium. There's so many different types of Alyssium. So other seeds that I like to plant this time of year are seeds that are going to be starting to attract beneficial insects. We're big on beneficial insects here at City Farmers. And one thing that does a really good job attracting those is called Psyllium. Psyllium are low growing plants that you can actually plant these seeds inside your garden. They'll help kind of protect the soil, really low growing, small root system. They come in so many different colors. Now's the time to plant them. They don't do well with the heat, so that's why we're starting early. They attract parasitic wasps, they attract native bees. So if we are trying to find things that are gonna be doing a lot of pollinating, these are what's gonna help. And last but not least for seeds, we're starting to think of all these super blooms we might be seeing, or even all these native plants that we see on the side of the road that are flowering. Here at City Farmers, we have a whole seed library that we sell out of. And with this seed library, it's more bulk seed. So you actually come in and come to our native seed area, and you can buy a shot glass of native seeds. What's really cool with this, there's gonna be so many different varieties. This shot glass itself will probably cover like a 40 by 40 area, 50 by 50 area even, because as we look at these seeds, each seed that's in there wants to be planted about this far apart, because each plant is gonna get about that big. So this covers a large area. Put it out after it rains, or even there's a light rain, go ahead and sprinkle them out there and let nature do its thing. So those are seeds that I'm thinking of for this time of year. As we start looking for February, other things I'm thinking about are weeds. We're starting to see the weeds pop up because it's starting to warm. We had some rains. The best organic way to get rid of weeds is also to get rid of them when they're this small. So what I look for tool-wise are hula hose. Hula hose are great tools. They're pretty easy to use. So whatever you're feeling like, this is something you can grab and just kind of go at it. They're small handle hula hose. These are nice to get into in between things, maybe if you have roses. Then there's also large handle hula hose. These are just tools that I have. They're actually all over the nursery. And the concept behind it is, it has a blade. Let me see if I can swing this up for you guys. It has a blade. That blade is to run about 1/2 inch under the soil. So it's cutting the roots off of that plant. They're gonna flop over, you can leave them, but we're trying to knock these things down before they go to seed. So think about weeds this time of year. Also for February, another tool that I like to think of is a multi-purpose tool. So as I'm starting to ready to plant, maybe I bought some starters. This is a perfect size that I can go in and start digging my little holes. I can be planting. I can use the other side to use as mending. I can use this for weeding. This is just another tool that I have. There's probably quite a few around here at the nursery. The employees love them. So it's things to be thinking about. And last but not least, for February, there's a lot to talk about because it is a beautiful time of year. My favorite time of the year also is bare root strawberry season. That's when these strawberry plants come in looking like this. You're gonna look at this and be like, this is gonna give me strawberries. They actually will. The reason why we bring them in like this, one, it makes it cheaper for you guys. We sell these in packs of 5. It's a really cost-effective way of buying them. You plant them about 6 inches apart. You can go farther if you want. And one thing to really make sure is that this woody section right here is sitting above the soil. A lot of time people have a hard time with strawberries because they're planting them too deep. So that woody section is the trunk. It's okay if a few roots are showing. If you're like, man, I'm still a little confused, when you guys come by and pick up your strawberries, we do have a cool handout to give you to help you get started with those types of things. So that's what I have for February. I hope you guys are enjoying the weather. Let us know what you're doing. Spring is a beautiful time. So if you're building trellises, if you're starting to work on a water feature in your yard, let us know. We love hearing your stories. Personally for myself, I am tending my strawberry garden. I might be going in and thinning it out, getting those plants that are about 3, maybe 4 years old out of there because they're done with production, leaving room for some smaller plants. I'm using my acidic fertilizing. I'm gonna start looking out for pill bugs and snails because I love eating juicy strawberries. I wanna make sure they don't eat them as well. I hope you guys have a great February.